We've been doing this for 33 years now. October 15th will mark 34 years.
Wow.
We've been wrestling.
So 34 years. What is that, if my math is correct? 91?
92.
92. Yes. Okay, October.
Yep.
And there's actually a lot of anniversaries around the time that we're speaking now, and I want to get to those in a moment. Can I just ask you, Jeff, why do you think you connected with people so much? And especially like the kids. Why do you think that people still to this day speak? I was talking to like one of the coworkers out there who's not a big wrestling fan anymore, and I'm like, the Hardy Boys are coming. He's like, the Hardy Boys? I love those guys. Everyone at some point has a Hardy Boys connection. Why do you think you connected with people this well?
Looking back at it all now, it's definitely like the authenticity part of it, like and who I am out there in the ring and who I am backstage. I mean, it's even when I think about legacy and me, like I think I want to go down as the most authentic guy to ever do it, because pretty much what you see out there is what you see at a restaurant or whatever. There's not much of a difference, and I think and just that whole thing of not being afraid to be yourself and not caring what other people think about how you look or what you do or what you say. I think that really like touched a lot of people and made a hell of a connection for me in the pro wrestling world.
I personally think that part of the reason why people are so drawn to you guys is that you're not larger than life in terms of like gigantic muscles.
We seem attainable.
You seem, and you've also allowed us to get into your lives in terms of the highs and lows, so everything feels so relatable, because we all have highs and lows, right? And so we've been on this emotional journey with you guys from the early days to the Attitude Era to leaving WWE to you know what I mean? And so that creates this bond where I think people want to like manifest success for both of you, want to grow you guys to the top, and I think you've allowed us to come on that journey with you, which has made the bond even stronger.
Yeah, I agree. Sure. And I also think we hit just at the right time. We started on WTV in 1998, did full-time on the contract, obviously. We've done stuff, doing extra work and enhancement work before that. But whenever we were doing that, and then we hit it real big, No Mercy 1999, the tag team ladder match with Edge and Christian, and that really took us from being just wrestlers to like superstars. I mean, everything changed on that day, especially the reactions we would get night in and night out, wherever we were wrestling at. And I think people learned their story because they were starting to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit at that time, right? They're like, well, these are two guys who were born in this podunk town, Cameron, North Carolina, and they had no ends in wrestling. Their mom died when they were young. They were poor. Their dad raised them, and these guys like probably shouldn't have made it, but they did make it because they had these dreams and aspirations. And even our whole story about taking a trampoline and putting corners up and putting cable in the water hose to run around and make like a makeshift ring. Were the whole reason they said like don't try this at home, because they showed our home videos and people started doing that automatically. But I just think when you sit there like, you know what, if I knew those guys, I think we'd be friends.